What's up, guys? Just wanted to go a little bit in depth with this book. I don't think a short really justifies how important this story is to me personally, and how much I love X-Men, how much this particular storyline really fits the name Epic Collection, the BROOD Saga. I wanted to go a little bit more in depth just in what's in this issue and why you should buy it. First of all, it's written by Chris Claremont, artwork by Dave Cockrum and Paul Smith. This is the end of Dave Cockrum's second run on the series. He was in the series, or he did the artwork, the pencils, during the 70s run, then left, and then was replaced by John Byrne. And then John Byrne left, and then Cockrum came back. There were a couple fill-in artists in between. And then Cockrum left and was replaced by this guy, Paul Smith. Personally, I really like the artwork of both men, but I feel like with Paul Smith, it stepped up even further. I feel like, you know, Cockrum is a great artist, but I'll just show a little bit. This is Dave Cockrum's artwork. Great stuff. I mean, it's great artwork. I'm not knocking the guy at all, but I feel like his work just seemed very, very, I don't want to say it like it's a negative thing, but cartoon, like very much like a cartoon, you know, like an animated series, which again is not bad, but I really like my artwork to be really mature, you know, but he does really good designs of characters' faces and such. I'm doing this with one hand, so this is really hard. Bear with me here. Paul Smith, though, this is Paul Smith right here. Really, for whatever reason, his art just engages me so much more than Cockrum's did. You know, he just drew expressions better, a little long, like everybody's face is a little long, but man, look at the expressions on their faces. Such good stuff. The New Mutants there. Yeah, I forget what issue. I think it was actually 165 was when Paul Smith. This particular volume goes from Uncanny X-Men 154 to 167. And also annual number 6, and then special edition X-Men number 1. This is the cover of the annual number 6 from 1982, which was actually done by Bill Sienkiewicz. Bill Sienkiewicz, I think he gets credit, right? Did Bill? Oh, actually, no, I might be wrong. Oh, no, actually, yeah, Bill Sienkiewicz. He did Uncanny X-Men 159, which is when they fight Dracula. Such a great story. Oh, here it is right here. Oh gosh, hold on guys. I'm trying to be delicate with this book because I don't want it to fall apart, but Jesus Christ, this is hard. Right here, this is 159, and the artwork is by Bill Sienkiewicz, really good stuff. And the sequel of sorts to this story is in annual number 6, which is also by Bill Sienkiewicz. It's really cool. Dracula, okay, you know what, spoiler alert. I'm gonna spoil it. If you don't wanna be spoiled, end this video right now. Aurora Storm gets bitten by Dracula and becomes his bride for most of the issue. And then it's really cool. At one point, Kitty, hold on. I hate this shit. Kitty dons this hat like she's a vampire hunter, like Indiana Jones or Buffy. I don't see it right there. It's really silly shit. And yeah, they go after Dracula, you know, Tomb of Dracula, you know, this is the guy. And so it's a two-part story, excuse me. See, Storm becomes Dracula's bride. You know, by the way, I just want to say I really love the letters by Tom Orzechowski. I just love how rounded the letters and everything are. It's just so clear and crisp. But yeah, that storyline was really, really fun. I enjoy it. I have actually every one of these issues in individual. I used to collect comics. Not anymore. I don't buy single issues anymore, but I used to have everything of X-Men. This is actually my favorite storyline. 161. It's when Magneto and Xavier are friends. And Xavier, I assume this is like post World War II or Korean War. This is like around like 1960, maybe 1960, like right before X-Men was founded. So Xavier still had his legs, he was still walking. And he helps Gabrielle Haller out of her psychosis. This is Legion's mom, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know. David Haller's mom. and evidently Xavier and her fuck, and she gives birth to Legion. It's really cool. I don't know. And then they go up against Baron Wolfgang von Strucker, who's a Nick Fury foe. And it's an offbeat, non-X-Men, non-mutant story that takes place before Xavier and Magneto became enemies. They were like bros. They were actually friends, and they fight against Baron Wolfgang von Strucker and defeat him. It's really good stuff. Because Strucker isn't really an X-Men villain. You know, he's a Nick Fury villain, like a Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos villain. There's Lilandra, beautiful artwork there. But the basis for this whole thing, for this whole book itself, is the Brood Saga. Evidently, the Brood take over Wolverine. They ambush the X-Men, and they're taken to outer space. And it's an epic. It's an outer space epic. Deathbird has taken the Shi'ar Empire, I believe it was. Yeah, she's now the Shi'ar Queen, or Empress, excuse me, not the Queen, but the Empress. And Lilandra's a rebel. The Starjammers are involved. Yeah, and it's just a big fight. It actually stretches back even to like 150, I think. Yeah, 156, way back. It's you have to look for it yourself. I definitely highly recommend that people buy this issue. Carol Danvers from the Avengers, formerly the Avengers, she left them and joined the X-Men to recuperate. This is where she becomes binary in 164, somewhere in here. Oh yeah, Illyana in Hell with Belasco, not Hell, Limbo with Belasco. That's 160, all the way up to the end of the Brood Saga. But yeah, really good stuff. I love the art. Cyclops becomes a brood. It's so creepy. Such great artwork. The writing by Claremont's just superb. Goldilocks syndrome. Yeah, the New Mutants guest star. It actually goes into, I think, no, there's no New Mutants. Okay. It just, they guest star in 167. And that's pretty much the end of the Brood Saga there. Yeah, that's what I was telling you about. This is the second part of when Dracula takes Aurora. So they continue that storyline. Dracula's back. And then there's a special X-Men story, which reprinted the giant-sized X-Men issue, and then there was a new story, but they removed that giant-sized reprint, because who wants to see that? And then there's, yeah, the usual customary behind-the-scenes features. Really beautiful. Gotta find a way to hold the camera somehow without me having to hold it, so I can have hands-free. But that's it, guys. This is volume 9 of the Brood Saga. I really highly recommend you guys check this out. This was actually the last copy at my comic book store over at Midtown Comics in New York. I got it at Times Square today, in fact. I'm not really a fan of the blue logo. I wish they had made it like either red or white, or maybe keep the blue, the dark blue, but maybe make this yellow, the light blue yellow. But yeah, Brood Saga. Get it now, guys, while you can, because this is gonna sell out fast.